Hi all. So today we'll be seeing on the new program. It's about matrix creation. So what is matrix? Matrix is this actually, let's say something like that. I mean 5, 7, 8, and then I written some other numbers. So 3 and again 9. Or not 9, maybe 0. So this is actually 3 by 3 matrix. So it can be 4 by 4 matrix, also 3 by 4 matrix, or maybe if it is 3 by 4 matrix, then in that case there would be three rows and sorry 3 by 4 matrix. In case of 3 by 4 matrix there will be three rows, so this is called rows. And this particular 890, this is one column, so there will be four column and three rows. So 3 by 4 means three rows, four columns, so it would be looking like this. So let's say it is like 34, and then here it is like 76 or 67, and here it is 76. So this is actually 3 by 4 matrix. So like this we can create. Okay, so and we'll be creating such matrix like here. So first we need to know few things, like what is the matrix we want to create, what matrix we want to create. It is a 3 by 3 or 4 by 3 or 2 by 2 or 2 by 3. So uh, let's take the input from scanner class. Scanner, my scanner is to new scanner. So I am using this my scanner dot next integer for taking the input. So let's say the input is integer, first number 1. Okay, this is the first number, and I will be checking whether it's working or not first. Okay, I think I am doing something mistake. This is out 1, and here it's not running, so I think something is wrong. So let me check what is the issue with the scanner class. So we can do something like scanner class in Java. Okay, scanner my object new scanner. So we are doing the same thing, right? System.in, create a scanner object, and sys out, enter the name. Okay, so it's next line. Okay, that is fine. I think we did the right, but why it is not working? My scanner dot next line. So let's say I'm writing sys out, enter the rows, the rows or enter number of rows for matrix. Okay, so we have now let's see what it is giving if I run it. Okay, so it's giving 6. Yeah, it's working actually. This is required, so system.out.println, and this when we give it and then we are getting it. So yeah, we did it right, but somehow it was not working first time. And now we got the number, so we do not need it actually. So we just take the input. Now the similar thing I will be copying here. So for taking the next number, so enter number of rows, it is column for matrix, and we got number 2, or we can mention at a row number and column number, right? So we got the row number and column number. Now what we'll be doing, we'll be creating this matrix, right? So for that we'll be taking the input through random class. So random rand equals to new random. Okay, so we got the object of random class, and now rand dot next integer, and I'm giving range of 100. Okay, so that means whatever number we are trying to generate, I mean it will be auto generating the number using this random class, and it will be in between the range 0 to 100. Okay, so um, so we can check one thing: 0 is inclusive but the 100 is not inclusive, so 0 to 99. Okay, in between this we'll be getting the digits for this row, whatever data we are getting, 5 7 8 34 something. So now we have to put this value in something somewhere, right? So what we'll be doing, we'll be creating an array first, right? So array of integer array of matrix equals to new integer, and it should be a two-dimensional array, right? So this is the two-dimensional array we are creating, and let's say we are adding the value row number here. We are giving this uh, limit, so this is column number. So now we define our matrix here, and now not define, it is actually we are declaring the matrix, and we will be taking the values for this matrix in the for loop. Okay, so for integer I equals to 0, I less than row number I plus plus, and then we'll be taking integer j equals to 0, j less than column number, and then column, no, j plus plus. So we are actually iterating two for loops here. So first for loop will for the rows, that means this part, so sorry, this row and this row. So first it will come here, and when 0 I equals to 0, that means this row it is referring. When I equals to 1, that means this row this is referring. When I equals to 2, that means this row is referring. And for the column number, if j equals to 0, that means this column is referring. And when j equals to 1, then that means this column it is referring. Similar way the other columns. So when j equals to 3, that means the last column it is referring for this 3 by 4 matrix. Okay, now we'll be putting the values from the scanner class here. So matrix ij equals to random dot next int and the value is range is 100. Okay, so we got the values, and now we'll remove it from here, and now we have to print the matrix. So once this iteration will be completed, so all the values will be stored in the matrix. Now the next task is to printing the matrix. So here is our matrix. Here is our matrix. So again I need to run a for loop. So for I think we can just copy paste it here, and for the values, printing the values, we'll be doing this part, this like this. So println, instead of println we can do print, and then so println means print the line. I mean, after printing it will be giving a new line, so we do not want a new line first. So first we'll be adding the values of matrix I j. Okay, plus we'll be giving a space. Okay, so first it will give print, let's say these values are giving, these values are coming from this random class. So let's say first 5 will be printing, then 7, then 8, then 34. Okay, no, 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 no. Actually first, for the first row, yeah, for the zeroth row, first I equals to 0 and j equals to 0. So first it will print 5, then I equals to 0, j equals to 1 in the next iteration, in the nested for loop. Okay, so 7 will be printed, then again 8 will be printed, then 34 will be printed. After that is come to I equals to, it will come to I equals to 1, right? Because it will, I will become 1 after the next iteration. So first I mean now what is the value in I of 1 and j of 0? That is 7. So next 8, next 9, next 67, right? When this will be completed, then it will come to the third row, which is 4. So I equals to 2, that means third row. So 4, then 3, then 0, and 7 likewise it will be printed. So after the first, when from I equals to 0 to I equals to 1, then we need a new line, right? So we can keep this. Okay, so now I think our job is done. Now we can run to check it. So it's saying enter row of the matrix. So I will give it is 3 row, and then it will give it is 4 rows. Okay, so we got our matrix here printed here, and it is like 3 rows and 4 columns. So 92, then 8, 6, then 53, 30, 50. Likewise our matrix is printed in beautifully. Now let's run it one more time. Now this time we'll be giving some different numbers. So I will give it as a 5 and 6. So I want a matrix which is having 5 rows and 6 columns. Cool, right? So 33, 35, 71, 24, 90, 88, we got a beautiful matrix. So let's run one more time. Okay, now this time we want 10 rows and 15 columns, or maybe 12 columns. Wow, look at it. It looks so cool, but yeah, lots of numbers, 1, 24, 22. Yeah, and let's say we are giving trying this one, 2 and 4. So we're getting another which is having 2 rows and 4 columns, right? So our program is working, and I hope you have understood it. Thank you for watching.